Hi everybody, it's about, I don't know, 8:15 p.m. Today is Monday the 24th. I usually don't do a video this late, but, the family's still out, so I figured I'd, get going on a little video. It's gonna be the blanket I'm working on. Let's show everybody what it looks like. Oh, goodness gracious. So how's everybody doing this evening? Got it backwards. I'm right-handed. Goodness gracious me. Probably should have stood in bed today. I'll pull this up so I'm not pulling stitches out and having to redo what I did already. Oh, gracious. Goodness gracious me, I'm sorry, everybody. I'm unorganized this evening. That's what happens when I don't plan a video. Not sure how long this video is going to be. The family is out and they left a couple of hours ago. Before I started watching my two YouTubers, one of which I take the prayers for from 5 to 6. Then the other one comes on from 6:30 to 7:30. And they still weren't home, so I texted my sister saying that while they're still out, I'm going to do a video. She may text me saying she's on her way home, so I could end the video without a ton of interruptions, but the dogs seem to bark at every little thing lately, so I have my co-host in the back talking or arguing with mosquitoes or whatever's flying by outside. But at least I'll have some video time in. And like I said in these last few videos, I don't know how many big videos I'm going to make. Now that school is out. If my sister just happens to say she's going out for a couple of hours, I could do maybe an hour video and then maybe a couple of half-hour videos. Mix it up a little bit. Then I believe she's going away. Well, one weekend in June we're all going. There'll be other people home watching the dogs or whatever. And then the weekend that she goes to New York, I'll be home. She's only going for 3 days, so I'm sitting this trip out. When she goes in December, she usually goes for a week, so I'll be going with them then. And again, there'll be people home, watching in and out of the house. Taking care of the dogs, the guinea pigs, the cat. The first day we go, the only thing they're probably going to have to do is the dogs in and out. The first day with the cat and the guinea pigs, they should be fine. The cat's bowl only has to be filled up every other day. The guinea pigs, the water usually has to be, every other day as well. If they have a huge water bottle, and they usually don't drink more than half a bottle a day. We could put enough food in for 2 days, and then somebody just puts a little extra food in the second night. But it's no big deal checking the guinea pigs. They only take 5 minutes to throw them a couple of carrots and apples, and maybe say there's 2 of them, so say throw in 4 carrots the second day we're gone. Say 2 carrots, 4 carrots, 2 apples, a head of lettuce, maybe a cup of the dry food. That's good for a day, day and a half. Like I said, the water bottle's usually good for 2 days. But when they come here to do their food, then they just fill up the water bottle or rinse it out and refill it, however they want to do it. The dog's food and water has to get done at least twice a day. The cat drinks from the dog's water. They all drink out of the same bowl. The cat food only every other day. She don't eat much. So you fill it up once and she's good for 2 days. Our animals are very easy to care for. My youngest sister too, her dogs are easy to care for. Let them out, 3 or 4 times a day. Let them out like 6 o'clock in the morning. And then maybe 9 o'clock at night, and say twice in between, 3 times in between. All our pets are very easy to take care of. And then her dogs too would just get fed twice a day, and maybe keep their water bowl full. They have to drink because it gets hot. Now that it's summer, and they go through water. But it's the same for us. We go through a ton of water when it's hot. Excuse me. When it's hot, you sweat it out, and then if you work out on top of it at the gym or at home or a walk or two around the block or whatever, we too sweat out. So, liquids we need to keep hydrated, whether pet or animal. Is anybody working on any projects that they want to talk about? Doing any meal prepping now that the kids are out of school? Well, here in the South, they're out of school. I know that up north in New York is... Okay, sweetie, I'll let her in. Oh, gosh, I'm sorry, everybody. The one dog wants to come in. Speaking of animals. Okay, honey, I'm a-coming. I'm a-coming. My little girl. Come on. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm coming. I just want to close the door. Oh, excuse my fat belly. Play the drums. I'm gonna periodically walk throughout the summer. Not necessarily every day. Sometimes the heat will keep you in. My sister has a treadmill, so I can always use her treadmill. That's not a big deal. Probably safe for working out in the house anyway. Too many stinking nuts on the road. Does anybody here work out or anything? Just trying to make some small talk. Does anybody work out? Well, here, like I said, in the South, school is out now. It finished today. The older kids got out at 1. The little kids got out at 12:30. Is anybody doing any meal preps for like the summer? Maybe making like a pan of lasagna or a pan of ziti, or maybe like a meatloaf. Or just some meals that you could eat right away and then freeze some up. Maybe leave half in the refrigerator, half in the freezer. Or if you make like 2 pans of lasagna, 2 pans of ziti, 2 meatloafs, you freeze one, leave one in the refrigerator. What about baking? Will you be doing any cookies and cakes or candies? Just still curious, trying to find out about my viewers and have everybody chatting back and forth, comparing notes in the in the comments. Excuse me. I know it's my throat lately. I've been clearing it an awful lot. But anyway, probably allergies. So much flying around. 1 minute it's hot, next minute it's chilly. The next minute it's pouring cats and dogs. Don't step in a poodle, aka puddle. Hope you like my little joke. heard that way back when in New York. I forget who told it to me, or maybe I read it in a comic strip or something in the paper. I don't remember. But anyway, now that summer's here, what are you guys going to be doing to help keep sane with the kids home? Any plant? Well, I don't know how many parks are open. With Corona. And the malls, one in New York that I'm aware of, and then two here in Florida. They have little play areas, but they're closed because of Corona. I guess they don't have enough people to, cleaning people to keep wiping the area down. But close it for an hour. At the same time every day. So this way people know, oh gee, let's go get lunch, or let's go shopping, or what else could we do in the mall that to help keep the kids busy until the PlayStation opens, an hour later for the kids to play again. When you bake, especially like with the cookies, speaking of cookies, I'm doing a lot with the cookie cookbook. I probably should have done that one again, but I haven't done any for a little bit, knitting and crocheting. So a lot of people like to crochet along with, or knit along, or both, or quilt along, or whatever the case may be, depending on your craft. Or sewing, even tatting, embroidery, rug cooking. Or sometimes people just like to do it with somebody else, so that they're crocheting with someone. With all the social distancing stuff, and a lot of places they're getting a little lenient on the mask. Like the one mall we go to, it's mandated in Gainesville, Oaks Mall. One of the stores that I'd gone into, they said the masks are mandatory in the store, but in the hallways where you're walking up and down to go from one store to another, or to get to the food court, or the entrance to get to the parking lot for your car. So there they said it's not mandatory. They prefer you wear it, but once you're in the hallway, there's nothing they could do unless security stops you and tells you put it on. The mask, that is. I've been getting a lot done with this blanket the last week or two. After I do the purple, I may do more pink and then do the blue again. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the more pink and blue or not. We'll see. As I do have to get caught up on my scrunchies, my puppets, my crochet angel lollipops that I made a goal for, and then I started making this, and I stopped doing those things for a while that I made my goal for, and I tried making a few here and there, so I could, I don't think I'm going to make my goal, but you never know, the year is still young, because after I get this mermaid tail blanket done, I could go like a bat out of hell, say for a month or two, to, get caught up in the crochet angel lollipops and the scrunchies. I'll probably make my quota. I'm not sure. If I do 2 a week, that's 104 a year. The only things I may not make it on is the puppets. The scrunchies go relatively quick. The crochet angel lollipops go quick. The puppets take me a little while. But let me turn this around. But I'm just trying to make it, a little supply of things. Partially because my sister and I want to try the Waldo Fair, in the next town over from us. Just, try it a couple of times, see how it works. Can't hurt to try and see what, makes some money. I usually don't hit it big at the fairs when you're selling stuff, but what's the worst that could happen? We do it 3 or 4 times, maybe over the summer, if that much, and maybe we do okay. I do want to see if I can make a few other small things to put for the fair. And I do want to see what I can make, like for the homeless. Like in my one of my videos with the books, I have showed a spa set. It's a body thing that you wash yourself with, the body puffs, I think they are. It's a washcloth, scrubby for your face, and a bag, a drawstring bag to put a bar of soap in. That'd be something nice for the homeless. I know men probably wouldn't want to use it, but I'm going to have, some blue for men, some black and white, all black or all white, all blue, for, the men, they're not going to want girly colors, like purple, pink. They might want green or yellow. When I do that, I'll see if anybody will want to donate, like, little samples of soap and shampoos, hand sanitizers, just so I could, put them in a little gift bag. I knit and crochet slow, but if I can make like 10 or 15, I gotta make 1, 2, 3 at the moment as gifts. And I probably want to ask 1 or 2 more people what their favorite colors are and make them. Because if you make them as gifts, sometimes people will say, hey, I want 5 or 10 or whatever, so that they could give them as gifts. And if that's the case, then I could have some money to put on side to go to the dollar store and buy goodie bags and some shampoos and soaps and some toothpaste, toothbrush, hand sanitizer. Stupid little things that you need to get through life. And then I could have those spa bags handy and see who wants one to have. If you get all those little toiletries, and what I would do, like in the spa bag, I'll put like a little, with everybody with their soap. It's hard to say who could have what soap, with the allergies or whatever. But I could put like a hand sanitizer in it, a toothbrush, toothpaste. I could stick a little note in. Oh, hello, Bella. My co-host, Bella. Hey there, honey. Hi, Mama Bella. You want to look at the camera? Bella. Oh, there's red in the background. There's Ready Red. You good, Bella? I only got one hand. I'm holding the phone. You don't plan on crocheting, do you? How about you, Ready Red? You want to crochet or knit? Sorry, that was just a blanket on the TV that I folded that I have to put away. I did laundry today and I folded the blanket and just threw it up there because we had to step out to do an errand. I forgot to put it away this morning. Laundry and grocery shopping, never-ending battle. And then you got all the other things throughout the house that you want to do. Dishes, sweeping the floor, mopping the floor, cooking. I haven't been doing much cooking lately. My sister's been doing most of it. And, but either way, everything takes so much time. Because usually when one cooks, the other one does the dishes. and my family don't do it, but usually I did volunteer work in New York. One sweeps the floor, and then the next person follows behind with the mop. To mop it. Make the work get done quicker. Multiple. It's the saying. Multiple hands make light work. I think that's what the saying is. I'm not sure. That's Sweetie, the door guard. I don't know what it is. The Chihuahuas have the biggest mouths going. At least dogs do one anyway. Red, for those that don't know him, once he starts barking, if you're on the other side of the door, holy poop, he sounds like a humongous dog. He's a big dog, but he's a pussycat. He's very friendly, doesn't go after anybody, loves all the attention. He's a mush. Anybody going on? I don't know what to talk about. This was a unplanned video. Sorry, I was gonna sneeze. Usually I had one or two other videos that were kind of last minute and didn't know what to talk about either. With summer vacation here coming up, you'd think we'd have a lot to talk about. If you hear the AC in the background, sorry about that. Memorial Day weekend is coming up. Does anybody have Memorial Day plans? Sorry if there's a few moments of brief silence. I'm trying to let everybody enjoy some quiet time as well as look at the pattern that they're using. If they're doing something with the pattern that they need to periodically look at it. I hate when my clothes are wrinkled up like they just were. See, like over here it's a little wrinkled. But I guess it could be to the way I'm sitting. But anyway, I'm glad a lot of my viewers like videos like this because they feel like they're crocheting or knitting or whatever their craft is with a friend. And I don't know if they talk back to me or not, which is fine if they do. I just don't hear it. But feel free to put your thoughts in the comments section. I want to hear about what everybody plans on doing for the summer. Any cooking and baking that you might be doing. Oh yeah, speaking of baking, how do you do your cookies? Because I forget if it's the baking soda or the baking powder. It has a recipe for 8 dozen cookies. Oh no, it's the cat's turn. I was just wondering if you have a recipe like that makes so many cookies. What do you do with what you're not going to eat right away? Do you freeze it? Do you give some away? Do you do a cookie exchange? You enjoying your head being rubbed? You're spoiled. The whole bunch of you is spoiled. Yeah. Spoiled pets. Cat's spoiled. The dogs are spoiled. Everybody is spoiled. Yeah, you're all spoiled. How are you? So it's like with that, it's a chocolate chip cookie recipe, and it calls for nuts, but as well, I usually don't put nuts in my cookies, but I don't even know what I do with my copy of the baking soda, baking soda or whatever it is, baking powder, whatever. Anyway, it's on the box, and but my grandmother, she made, oh my god, drop dead delicious M&M cookies, which were her best. She made chocolate chip cookies too, but like with the 8 dozen, you could do like 50 4 different types of cookies with it. Do like 1 M&M's, 1 chocolate chips, 1 with the nuts. Divide it into like 4 batches of dough. Or you could do 2 M&M, 2 chocolate chip, none with the nuts, or 2 of one, 1 of another, 1 of another, or whatever. Or do 1 with like M&M's, 1 with chocolate chips, 1 with nuts. That's 3. Do 2 that would make 5. Where you could do 2 with all M&M, 2 with 1 M&M's and 1 M&M's, 1 chocolate chips, 1 peanuts. Then you could do another one with like M&M's and nuts, another one with like chocolate chips and nuts. It's 8 dozen cookies, so you could do as many combinations as you want, unless you want to just make them all chocolate chip with the nuts. Like I said, I never heard of. I'm sure they got recipes with nuts that go in the cookies, but I never heard of chocolate chip cookies having nuts in it. And I was kind of surprised when I saw that. But anyway, it is what it is. I'm really not sure what all my viewers are into as far as knitting, crocheting, sewing, tatting, embroidery, macrame. I really don't know what you guys are up to, so it's just YouTube messages coming on saying who uploaded a video and who's doing what, live or whatever. But I'm trying to do my channels like a homesteading or prepping or a combination of the two, and like home economics. Like when we were in school, it was like 5 weeks of cooking, 5 weeks of sewing, and then like the homemakers group I belonged to, we knitted, we crocheted, we quilted, we did socks for the veterans. We bought socks, wrapped them up in ribbon. We gave the veterans like 300 or 400 socks, pairs of socks at a time. We made hearts. A lot of people made heart pillows for the heart patients, or scarves, red scarves for the patients. And for the people that had a breast taken off, we would do, I think they were like 4x4 little pillows, and then you would just stick it under the arm, and you put it there so it's not like bone on bone, especially for the people that are skinny. And I guess when you have cancer, that could take the weight off as well. My mother's girlfriend had cancer. She was like 300 or 350 at one time weight-wise, and then when I saw her when she passed on, it's like, what? And I went to the undertaker, or whatever they are in the funeral parlor. So I asked her, where's so-and-so? He says, well, isn't she in such and such a room? I said, well, it didn't look like her, and there was nobody in the room yet, in the way of family or whatever. But when I went back to the room, I stood there a second and looked at her. I'm like, oh my God. Cancer is horrible. Well, any disease is horrible. Diabetes runs in the family. That's another horrible disease, but they're all horrible. It always seems like, too, it's always the good people that get sick, and it always seems like people are passing on or around the holidays. But when it's time for us to go, it's time for us to go. I mean, nothing we could do. We can't fight death. We all get a turn. It's not a turn any of us want, but we all get a turn, like it or not. But then again, not to get all religious or whatever, I forget what part of the Bible it was in. I guess that'd be like the first 5 books, because I think Moses died in the 5th book of was it Genesis, Exodus, Numbers, Leviticus, Deuteronomy. I think it was Leviticus or Deuteronomy when Moses died. He was 600 years old. I don't know if I'd want to live to be 600 years old with my arthritis, my bursitis, the asthma, bronchitis, COPD, and the postnasal drip, and the sinuses, and the other odds and ends on top of it that I got. Now, I'm 53 years old as of March of this year, and it just sometimes I feel like I'm 103 and not 53. I'm too young for this. But then again, there's people younger than me that are sicker than I am. I'm just keeping track of the rows. That's just what I'm writing down. So I know what row I'm on. Let's see. I got one more row with a single crochet before I change over. And my sister went out, when she came home from school with the kids, they all walked in with drinks. This was this is from McDonald's. Well, the cup is McDonald's. There was a soda in it. Sometimes I need my caffeine here and there. Haven't been drinking coffee as much. My sister got me a couple of coffees here and there. But I'm trying to cut down on all that caffeine and everything. But sometimes you just need that caffeine kick. And that cold cup of soda that she brought home, boy, that hit the spot. But it is what it is. Sometimes you need to have a little something that's not good for you. I should have probably started this video about 20 minutes sooner, but didn't. Thought I heard a car door, but I'm not sure. When the family gets home, I'll end the video. Okay, sweetie! Whoever's out there, they hurt your big mouth. Like I said, it's 2 hours with the biggest mouths. Wish I would have started this video 20 minutes sooner, but it's okay. We're at 32.5 minutes just about, so that's not bad. Some video is better than no video. Now when they get home, they'll all probably be getting ready for bed and want to relax with the TV or the tablets, iPads or iPhones, Who phones. But we're not in Whoville with that Christmas Story. I forget what Christmas Story was with the Who's, and was it the Grinch? If anybody knows, please help me out and put it in the comments. 53 years old and I've got the brain of a senior citizen. I swear this, well, I shouldn't be swearing, but at the house of worship, well, mine is still closed, the Kingdom Halls, but it's sad, some of the seniors at the Kingdom Hall, they're 80, 90 years old, and they got sharper minds than I do. I don't know what they're reading. Wish they'd tell me so I could have some. But then my family and I were New Yorkers, so we just come out with the answers anyway. A few times I was at the library here in Florida, and we'll be here 3 years. Sorry about the banging of the crochet hook, metal crochet hooks. And the first 6 months or so that we were here, we're just trying to figure out the area. There was a little group at the library on Tuesday that I was able to go to. So what do they do now? They moved it to Thursday, and both of my sisters work on Thursday, so that takes care of that. It's just maybe meant to be. But then now we got Corona, so who knows if they're even doing it now. Let's see, with us, we those of us that make projects, you like touching stuff. The only pain in the neck, like with the fabric crafts, the quilting, and the pillowcases, and the bedding, you touch it, and the oil from your hands sometimes stains it. So nobody would know certain things you really don't want touched. But I know with me, even when I go to a store, I don't wear gloves, and no, I'm there touching the yarn. Oh, how squishy soft it is. Oh, what a nice color. You're feeling it to see if it's soft or rough or whatever. But it's just human nature to want to touch things, especially when it's handmade, homemade. Well, you gotta watch what you touch that's homemade, because especially if it's in the way of food, now with the corona more so. But, hello. How are you? That's my girly. That's my little girly. How are you? That's my kitty cat. How are you, girly? You want to help knit? Or crochet? Or something? You're a good girl. Why are you on the table? And you don't belong on the table, Missy. Why are you on the table? Miss Spoiled? My spoiled roiled? I don't plan on doing a video of cat and dogs only. That's why I do the videos outside. You need to get off the table. Could you back up and off the table, pretty please? Table, come on, down. Good girl. It's amazing why I didn't push you off the table. She jumped off on her own. But, something how, they always land on their feet. I was always amazed how cats always land on their feet. Sorry, I keep playing with the phone. I try to keep myself centered when I could. Excuse me for periodically smiling. It's just some people might be homebound or having a rough day, or maybe they're in the hospital or the nursing home longer than they like and they haven't seen a smiling face, so I just periodically smile. Can't hurt to make a person's day and just smile and make a video and hope that they're getting some enjoyment out of it. And then a lot of people, if their hands are going and they can't do much of anything, or their sight is starting to fail them, they like to see somebody else, working on what they used to do and hear about what we're making. I pray that I don't lose the use of my hands or eyes. I like doing my videos for others to enjoy, and I don't want anybody to lose their hands or their eyesight, their feet or whatever. But unfortunately, with old age, it happens. That's why we gotta try and do our best to keep fit, so we're there for the older family members that we have. Well, we have a couple of family members that are out of state. We have an uncle in Jersey. We have a brother in New York on Long Island. We have cousins in Staten Island, New York. Upstate New York somewhere. I forget where they moved. We have a brother in Pennsylvania. He said he's just outside of Pittsburgh. I never heard of the town. Trafford, Trafford. He said it's right outside of Pittsburgh. I don't know. I know Pittsburgh, but no, it's a major town, so I think most of us have heard of Pittsburgh. And then we have a brother here in Florida, in I think it's Newport Richie or Newport Ricky. I'm not sure the correct pronunciation of it. So we're kind of spread out a little bit, but not too bad. All along the East Coast here. I don't know if I'd ever want to live in California. They have a lot of the earthquakes. But then again, here Florida's the peninsula, so you have the you could get flooded out. Being it's a peninsula with water on three sides. Excuse my voice going crazy. Oh, gee, we're having a little history lesson too. Oh well. But if anybody wants to add to their comments where they're from, which may not necessarily be where they're living now, but if you want to talk a little bit of where you're from or where you are now, or if you're still living where you were born, probably more people than we know of that are still living where they're born. Not necessarily in the same house, but then again, that's possible too. be in the same house that they're born. Good grief. Oh, now I'm quoting Charlie Brown, quote unquote. What are some of your favorite TV shows? I love Snoopy and the Peanuts gang. I like Law and Order, Criminal Minds. SVU is part of Law and Order. I liked Gilligan's Island when it was on. We have Wi-Fi for the TV, and I really don't know what's on. Because we only have the Wi-Fi on, I think, 2 TVs, and they're in the bedrooms. When I use the TV out here, I just play DVDs when I'm filling up to it. Sometimes my niece will put on a DVD, and we're just laughing ourselves silly. You gotta have a little something to entertain yourself with. My crafts keep me sane. How about you? What keeps you sane? The TVs, your craft, taking a walk? What do you do to keep sane? This is kind of like my everything channel. I don't think I'm going to be monetized for September 26th, because I only have 346 subscribers, and I think 135 or 140 watch hours. You need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours before you could get monetized. I'm nowhere near that. That's okay. I'll eventually get there. Not a big deal. One of the YouTubers I watched, they said they like a lot of people like tutorial videos. I think when I do like, sweetie, please. People can't hear over you, goodness. Maybe when I do a couple of my projects, I'll show how to do the stitch that's in it. I'll try and get as close to my phone as I could without being blurry. I stick my hand out and I'm just about touching the phone, so I could lean in a little bit more, or pull my chair up, or have the yawn here and just, whatever. And just not do it too fast so it's blurry or whatever. But you all catch my trend. It's nice having craft time with my viewers. I'm enjoying this. I'm not a hard person to please. Oh my gosh, I'm starting the yawning effect again. Seems like my last 5 or 10 videos, last week and this week's videos, guess it's about 10 of them. 1 or 2 failed to upload for whatever the reason. But, that seems like in most of last week and this week's videos, all I'm doing is yawning. Every so often you have a bad night of sleep, we get it, we're human. But, most nights I sleep decent. I know on a rare occasion, the dogs will bark, they hear something. Or, maybe the kids, they roll over, they hit the wall. Maybe their arm or their leg hits the wall. It happens, we all do it. I know sometimes when I roll over, I hit the wall. Ooh, just about 45 minutes, good. my oldest niece, she might have something to do with cheerleading today. I'm not sure. Because I remember she said she had to be somewhere at 4 o'clock. So my sister went to take her. Then she went to take Avery's friend home. And then I guess maybe she had to be stuck with the cheerleading. I don't know if sometimes the parents have to be there for, I don't know if the coach calls a meeting or what they do. I was never into cheerleading, so I'm not sure what it consists of outside of a bunch of yelling and girls jumping on top of each other and making a pyramid and yelling, give me an A or give me a B or give me a whatever. Or go Southside, or which is in New York, Southside High School, Southside Middle School. Here in Florida, we got Southside Elementary School. But it is what it is. We then here it's the high school and the junior high are like across the street from each other. You got the high school here on the main road, go down the street, and you got another street that runs this way, cross over, and then that's where the junior high is. But that's in our town. I can't speak for all towns. Our town has 2 schools. I'm sorry, 2 elementary schools, 1 junior high, 1 high school. We live in a small town. It's mostly country. Okay, now the roll of the beagle is hollering. Well, not hollering, barking. Family might be home. My sister may have sent me a text message, but I'm not looking at all the messages that come in. When I did look up, it was YouTube stuff. I closed the door, but I didn't lock it. They could just walk in. The dogs will make a ruckus either way, whether they use the key or just walk in. Thank God we never really had any major issues since we moved here. You would think in the country it's quiet, but people still have crime here in the country. But like I said, thank God we were never really bothered. No area is 100% crime free. I don't care what if it was when I was a kid, or now with my nieces being kids. One sister is 11 years younger than me. One sister was born in January. I was 17 that March. So, even though whether when I was growing up or either one of my sisters, the kids now, it seems like every area has its crime. It just seems like the crimes get more so and or worse as time goes on. But, it is what it is. I mean, what area is 100% safe? I don't believe any area is 100% safe. And some areas might be safer than others. We get it. It is what it is. But the only way each town that's at its lowest point could get better is that as they hit rock bottom, for the residents to say, you know what? We hit rock bottom. It's up to us to make our area safer than what it is. Excuse me. I don't care if it's drug problems, alcohol problems, shootings, whatever. Or suicide, God forbid. But it's up to the residents of each town to say, you know what? This is our town. We live here. We shouldn't have to bolt our doors shut. We shouldn't have to put bars on our windows. We shouldn't have 6 feet fences in front of our houses. That's no way to live. We're not prisoners. We need to live. We should be safe whether we walk out of the house 2 o'clock in the afternoon or 2 o'clock in the morning. We shouldn't have to worry about somebody pulling a knife or a gun or not us, or somebody throwing rocks at our house or whatever the case may be. It's up to us to make our area safe and say, you know what? We're not taking that. I mean, at what point do we as people wake up? So feel free to let me know your thoughts, but all I ask is you be respectable, don't curse, don't threaten, Don't call anybody names, me included, like, what are you, stupid, or what's wrong with you, or, hey, donkey, what are you, like that for? We're all allowed to speak, but speak respectfully. Because if you're going to curse, threaten, call people names, all I'm going to do is report your comment, and if reporting it doesn't move it, then I'm going to remove it myself. My channel, I believe in freedom of speech, but be human. Speak to somebody the way you want to be treated. I don't want somebody cursing at me, threatening me, yelling at me, looking to do bodily harm to me. So I'm not going to do it to anybody else. I'll let you speak, but please be respectable. That's all I ask, is you keep my channel respectable. Because if I don't take care of the problem, YouTube will take care of it for me, and if depending on the situation, YouTube could pull my channel. And I work too hard to get my channel to where it is. Granted, I'm not going to be monetized anytime soon, but just the principle of the fact that all these videos that I did, I can't get these videos back. Once they're out of my files, they're out of my files. And if my channel gets deleted, then I'm out of all these videos. But, like I said, leave whatever you want in the comments, but like I say, just be respectable. Because if it was your YouTube channel, you'd want the same. I'm not cursing at anybody or anything, and I would expect the same respect that I give to my viewers. But anyway, we're here for a little craft time. Looks like hopefully 52 minutes and I'm sorry, 52 minutes and almost 20 seconds. Hopefully we could get an hour out of this and be craft hour, no matter what your craft is. Is anybody making a bucket list of crafts? I gotta get my bucket list written, because I do have a couple of things I want to make from a couple of my books. I found a couple more books in the shed that I want to do videos on. Hopefully I could do a couple of little videos on them throughout the summer. Maybe like with my sisters in New York. Maybe I could do one long video on the cookbook, one long video knitting and crocheting in the same video. Then maybe I could do a bunch of little videos on some of the books I got. The only book that's going to take me forever besides the cookbook one is another one that I got, a crafts book. I don't think it's as big as the cookbook, but it's still kind of big. I don't know what I had that I'm belching so much. I will be making lots of videos, hopefully over the summer. Just not sure how many long ones there'll be. I don't know where, when we go to our friend in South Carolina, I don't know if I'll be able to make, any long videos or not. And in the car, I don't know if I'll do any, videos, because a lot of times we got the radio on and I keep getting hit with copyright, things. Copyright strikes, or whatever they're called. Let's see, rows 9 and 10. Repeat row 2 twice. Okay, so the next 2 rows are double crochet. Rows 9 and 10. Yeah, this is the second row of single crochet. I get confused on the single crochet every so often. That's why I was just double checking it to make sure that this was the second row. This here is the single crochet. And then right under it here is the double crochet. Double, single. Double, double, single. It's 2 rows of single. And now I'm going to do 2 rows of double crochet. Just so you see what they look up close up. I'm going to keep going for a while. I don't know if I'm going to keep going till my family gets home or not. But, I don't know what time they're coming home, so oh goodness gracious, come on, there we go. No, the bottom was still going to be twisted, that's what I was saying. Come on, I don't want any part of it twisted. Pain in the neck to turn around, it's getting kind of huge. But I want to do definitely the dark purple. And if I do more pink and the blue again, it'll be way too tall for the kid, but I may rather it be too tall, and then, she has a couple of years of use out of it. I'm just making it as a gift. I'm not doing it for, the holidays or birthday for her. When it's done, I'm giving it to her. See, after I do this part, I have to do the tail, the mermaid tail. Avery calls it a fin, which is fine. Fin, tail, same thing. But, Avery is undecided if she wants one. She had wanted one in rainbow. Oh, goodness gracious me, excuse me. Oh, gosh. I'm ready for the glue factory. Oh, heck, I can't be ready for the glue factory. Only horses go there. Oh, my goodness. But anyway. By the time this video finishes uploading, it'll be sometime tomorrow. The reception is horrible here in the country. We were in town for Avery's birthday party. I didn't do any videos of the place or the party. I didn't want other people's kids on the video. My sister put stuff on Facebook, but that's beside the point. I just didn't feel comfortable taping other people's kids. But I should have taped the parking lot and maybe a little bit around the place, because it was quiet when we got there. My niece had, oh god, counting siblings to a couple of the kids, she had I think 15 or 20 kids, which was a nice turnout, because we thought we were only going to have 11 kids, because that's what we knew about when we left for the party. Then a couple of people came in with the other kids. And they said, "Yeah, come on, we'll keep the kid." And there was one that walked in with a friend and her kid, so we kept that kid too. Gotta let them play, have some fun. With this coronavirus, everybody's losing their job. Well, not everybody. A lot of people are losing their jobs. Some are finally going back to work, but you got to help make a kid stay any way you can. You don't know what they're going through at home. And one of the mothers I was talking to, she's finally back at work after being out of work for 2 years. It's hard when you're out of work and you only got one income. Well, you just have, oh god, what is it? The unemployment. So even with the 2 people on unemployment, it's hard to make ends meet. You get the stimulus checks, which help a little bit, but when you got a $4,000 a month or $3,000 a month mortgage to pay, then you got utilities on top of it. You got your car. The kids are hungry. Kids are hungry. They're outgrowing their shoes and their clothes, and unemployment and the stimulus don't cover it. Oh gosh. But and the government can't provide every need for us, but it's hard. You bring kids into this world hoping, that all goes as smooth as possible so you could support them, and then Corona comes and shuts everything down. Nowadays not too many people are buying handmade items, so I'm really not selling anything. I do plan on putting some of my handmaids in the thrift shop, but I need to have some for the flea market that my sister and I want to do. So I'll probably try and sell as much as I could at the flea market first, and then put what I could in the thrift shop. I do have a bag of assorted items for the thrift shop and some odds and end magazines. I do have 3 Christmas sweaters that the woman said I could bring in July for like a Christmas in July type thing. There's a lot of people looking for Christmas clothes, as early as possible. And they sold in the thrift shops first usually. So I'll have 3 sweaters I could bring in July or the end of June. And then at the end of October, beginning of November, I'm going to bring in my bag of things that I have in Christmas colors. They're all red or all green. I want to make a bunch of scrunchies in red and green. Let's see. I might make some amigurumi toys that they could sell for the kids for like stocking stuffers or whatever, or if somebody's going to somebody's house for company, they could bring like a little gift bag of handmade toys or whatever they want to purchase. I'm not going to tell anybody that they have to purchase from me. They don't. None of us have to purchase from anybody. We could all learn how to do things ourselves and make it ourselves and say the heck with everybody. And I'm putting me and mine first. And if I was in New York, I was going to a job fair to apply for work. I was unemployed. So the woman in front of me, she was at quite a few job fairs with me. She was, in my opinion, an okay person. I didn't live with her, so I didn't worry, about her attitude or whatever. Sometimes she was the sweetest thing going, sometimes she wasn't, but I don't know. I don't see myself, so I know how people are viewing me. But she said, if you don't put number 1 first, nobody else will. And you know something? She's right. So now when I go shopping or whatever, for food or whatever I might need, if I see something that my family could use, I'm going to get it. But she said, if we don't put ourselves and our families first, nobody else is going to do it. Because number 2 behind us is going to say, number 1, didn't you forget this for your family? They're not going to say that. They're going to say, you know what? The idiot in front of me was stupid enough to not take it. Well, I'm going to take it, especially if it's at a good price. Woohoo, we made it over an hour. Yay! I'm sorry, I'm worse than a teenager. But I'm getting my video made over an hour for my viewers. Try to make it as long as possible. Like I said, I'm enjoying making this video. But I was talking a variety of topics. I hope I didn't offend anybody, but the purpose of the video is topics. Oh my goodness, I didn't shut the sound off. Okay, the sound is off, and my phone battery is at 39%. I started at 64%. But I'll go as long as I could. The family comes home when the phone batteries gets too low, because I want to start uploading it. Because when I get down to maybe 5%, I'll end the video so that I can plug it in, give it some time to charge, and then upload the video. I don't want to lose this video. Because like I said, summer vacation, I don't know how many long videos I'm going to get to make. It'll probably just be a lot of tiny ones here and there. And except for the weekend that my sister goes away and I sit home. It's fine. Because she'll go away for 3 days. So, that'll give me a chance to make at least one big video. And then maybe I could do a couple of little videos of some of the little books that I have that I want to do. Because maybe I could do one video on the big video on the cookie cookbook. Then I could do maybe 3 or 4 little videos on the books that I have. And by little, I mean maybe anywhere from, say, 15 minutes to a half hour, depending on how much I want to, depending on how big the book is and how in depth I want to, depth I want to get with it. I'm not sure what the correct word is. If there's any teachers out there, please feel free to correct me. I know my coffee isn't going to go flying. Lord, it's one of those nights. Not too many of my viewers will watch these long ones from beginning to end. I don't think all of my little ones get watched from beginning to end either, unless it's like maybe 5 minutes or less. Now, which is fine, because a lot of the big videos that I'm interested in, I sometimes take 3 or 4 days to go through them. It depends how much time you got. They got YouTube channels that you watch and YouTube videos that you make, and household things need to get done. Projects need to get done, even if they're not. No, even if they're being worked on off camera. So it's just we're living real life, and we gotta do what we gotta do to keep our houses clean. Food prepared, so this way you don't have to constantly cook. You spend, say, 3 or 4 days a month making a few meals. They last you the week. Like my sister's been going crazy cooking a bunch of chicken. We're going to turn into chicken, but you know what? It's more than what most people have. We're having chicken and rice. And then the other day, she brought home some ready-made fajitas. I don't know if they had a party at work, or if a co-worker had a party at home. No, it wasn't a party at work. Because if it was a party at work, she wouldn't be allowed to bring the food home. They leave it there for the next shift. Maybe it was a co-worker that had a party and brought some in for co-workers or something. No, I don't even think it was a co-worker or work-related. Well, I know she came in with it. When she came home from work, she had the bowl in her hand. So, it couldn't have been from work, because they're not allowed to take food from work. Because whatever food they have at work has to stay at work. Whether it be a party or something that the doctor brings in. The only time I think they're allowed to bring the food home is, let's say they have let's say she had her lunch already, and then the doctor or one of the reps that brings in the medicine, they bring food, and then let's say they say take your food. Then she's not gonna say, well, I had lunch already, so she'll take the food and then put it in a lunch bag and bring it home. But this, she may it was like something shredded. I don't know if it was fajitas or what. But no, because she walked in with it from work, that doesn't mean it was from work. That was like excuse me for putting my dress at my nose. Sometimes I feel like it's running. And it could have been from work, but she every so often comes in with food, and it could have been even from our younger sister that had made something and brought it, said, here, Denise, here you go. Um, I see when I worked, we couldn't bring food home, but if we had brought in extra food, like lunch or whatever, we shared lunch with each other. And so I would say to my coworkers sometimes, "Oh, you mind if I bring this home? I already had my lunch." "Yeah, no problem." And then sometimes a group of us coworkers would get together and um, just bring in some food, leave in the refrigerator, and say, it's up for whoever wants to take it. So one place that I was at, we put the flyers in the newspapers. Not so much like the newspapers. It was like some of the mailing out that the people wanted flyers. So sometimes they would make up packets and then stick them in the papers. In fact, it was the Herald. Well, you gotta get down. You're gonna ruin the blanket. Yeah, the Belmore Herald, the Merrick Herald, Baldwin Herald, and we would stuff the circulars in them, and make up other circulars that I guess the newspaper companies would come and pick up. We'd put food in the refrigerator. We'd share the food. "Hey, I have a bunch of this at home. Take the bowl." So that's why I meant by her bringing it home from work, if that's where it came from. There was the workers, they come in and share, their lunch or whatever. I didn't mean it was from work, as in the doctors or the reps bringing it in. They bring, you know what I mean. The doctors and the reps bring food in, but it's not for the workers to bring home. It's for them to eat on the premises. But it was, and then there was one other that I had volunteered at another hospital. We had a refrigerator and a microwave in the break room. We'd all bring in extra food. We'd all be sharing food and what have you. Maybe a dog outside. Sometimes when the neighbors' dogs come on our porch, they hit the door with their tail. It sounds like somebody's knocking. But and when we would sometimes mark a bowl, share, or take for yourself. It was like a single serving. It's for the up for grabs, or a bowl. You bring in a couple of bowls of food, and everybody picks from it. Now that's what I meant as far as with her bringing it home from work. She didn't bring it home from work, as in maybe the boss buying the food or whoever, and then she took it home. I didn't mean it that way. Like the workers, they share food, on their lunch breaks. That's what I meant it as. So, some of us too, we rode the bus together, and they would say, "Oh, gee, look, my husband is home. I got this, and this. Could you use it? My husband will bring you home." Or I'd say, "Well, I could get a ride or walk from here, depending on how close they lived." So it was us sharing food on our own, and not anything that anybody else may have brought in. I had worked for a doctor's office, and the reps would order food, but we had to eat it at the doctor's office. And one day I'd said to the boss, I said, "Look, the manager made up the food. She gave me too much. I'm not throwing it out." The doctor and the rep would say, "Oh, yeah, it's fine. Take it home." We saw the big portions that they were giving out. And then after that, we said to the manager, "Look, let us serve ourselves. You're giving us too much." I didn't mind bringing the food home. It didn't go to waste, but sometimes you just better serving yourself, because when somebody else does it, they give you too much, and then it's either getting tossed in the garbage or you're bringing it home. I like to eat just what I want and not have to bring too much home if I don't have to. One hospital that I had volunteered at, they had a food pantry if the workers needed anything. The workers or the volunteers, which I thought was nice. And they also had, I don't know if all hospitals do it or not, have houses for family members to stay at. The one house that the hospital that I volunteered at, they had a 3-bedroom house. Sometimes the whole family was staying there, depending on where they lived, or maybe it was I should keep tissues at the table with me, so I'm not constantly pulling my dress forward. I just sometimes feel like my nose is running. Maybe because I sneezed. But And they sometimes it would be 3 different people that have nothing to do with each other, one in each bedroom, because it was 3 different families or whatever, or maybe it was the husband to one, or the wife to another one, or maybe a brother and or sister to somebody who was in the hospital, or maybe their parents were in the hospital. So they had the house there. They had a little closet or whatever that in the hospital that they would provide food if the families needed food at the house. And a lot of it was kosher for the Jewish people. And the doctor that I worked for, he was Indian of sorts. I don't know if he was, Indian, Pakistani, and whatever he was. And they too, their food had to be kosher. I don't know if that's all of them or if it was just them. But it's something how you learn from the all the different heritages. I'm looking. It's just it's an hour and 16 minutes so far. Well, like I said, when my battery gets down to 5%, I'm going to end the video unless my family comes home first, because I'm going to want to charge my phone for about 15 minutes and then upload the video. So I don't want to lose this video being it's over an hour. Let's see. Hour and 17 minutes just about. It'd be nice if this could be another 13 minutes, and it's an hour and a half. You know what's nice sometimes, I don't know if all places do it, but sometimes we're at the mall and they're closing. You buy a meal. If you're like the last customer, they ask if you want some of the leftovers to bring home. And a couple of times we took a few of the leftovers because they said they would have to toss it. It wasn't worth keeping. So it might be like 2 spoonfuls of this, 3 forkfuls of that. And the fork or spoonfuls of their serving size that, what they serve the food with. I thought that was nice. They said, here, you want it. They were asking others that were online with us as well. Because they said, if anybody wants anything, after we're done serving everybody, if anybody wants something to take home. And, with us, there was one day, there was 9, or the whole 9 of us that were... get down, you're not going on the table, no. Not nice, Bella. And, so my one sister went with the kids because they hoped to bring the food back, because the rest of us were trying to finish up shopping or whatever. And she came back with the 9 trays of food for all of us. Well, not trays, but the styrofoam things. And then she came back with like 3 extra ones that were all full of odds and then leftovers that nobody wanted. And they were going to have to toss it because it wasn't worth keeping till the next day. But we made out like bandits that day. I don't know how security didn't throw us out. We stood by the time we sat down and ate, it was like 15 minutes before the mall closed. So that 15 minutes they weren't going to bother us. But we must have been at the mall about a half hour after they closed and nobody bothered us. Granted, they were still, some customers trying to get out. The workers were trying to get done and out. Okay, relax. Probably just a family coming home. Okay, sweetie. Goodness. You don't gotta bark that much. I should title this, Dogs Took Over the Video. Laugh out loud. Okay, but honeys. My little honey bunnies. None of you are bunnies. There's 4 dwellings on our property, and sometimes you'll see a bunny at night, or on a rare occasion you'll see a deer run across the driveway. There's too much action going on during the day. There's always somebody going in and out the door. So during the day I haven't seen any bunnies or anything. Usually see them at night when you're coming home. It was one day we were coming in from the bus stop end of the property, and we came in that way towards our end of the property. I don't know why we came in that way. 4 deer ran across. Good thing 3 ran across one right after the other. Good thing my sister was going slow. A 4th one came running by about a minute later. But you hit one of those and there goes your vehicle. But because they just come out of nowhere. And then at night, every so often, I'll see a bunny. But that's again, only once me and Avery were home, and I said, Avery, come look at the bunny. And she says, where? I don't see it. I said, look at the garbage can and come this way, as if you were walking. But the side of the house where my sister parks, there was like right in front near the garbage can there. So I said, from the garbage can, walking towards the field. Look there, and then she saw it move. She said, oh, the bunny is so cute. And then, you know how kids are, sometimes they're a little loud. So her and I are talking. I said, oh gosh, the bunny's leaving us. Oh, and she's, oh, bunny, worried about the bunny leaving. But we were just probably talking too loud for it. Sometimes you get sad, oh gee, the bunny's gone, or the deer is gone, or, oh gee. You get sad, because it's not often that we get to see them. Every so often, I think I hear a car, but the one neighbor that's near us, when he opens and closes his car doors, you hear him. And then sometimes he's talking to somebody at his front door, and it sounds like he's right outside our place. That's how the sound travels here in the country. And then the one neighbor that's at the end of our driveway towards the left, sometimes they're playing music, and it sounds like when you're outside you hear the music. They don't keep it too loud, but depending on what way the wind is blowing, you hear the music. Oh, somebody burped. These dogs eat good. I'd like to say the animals eat better than we do, but they don't. It's not often they get people food. I'm not saying we don't give them people food, but it's not often. Does anybody give their pets people food? I know it's not good for them, and we never give them bones. We always make sure whatever we do give them is bone-free. It was one of my videos. Belle was sitting in my chair here. I put my sandwich down. She was eyeing the sandwich up and down. But if I would have gave her a piece, I would have had to give the rest of the dogs some, and they would have got my sandwich. Don't recall what I had with it. I don't recall if I had a bag of chips with it, or if I had some cottage cheese. I don't recall what I had with it. But somebody had commented that if I had turned away for a second, Bella would have had the sandwich. Probably would have. I don't know if I'd want to eat any of their food. I guess when you're hungry enough, you eat anything. It's sad that it comes down to that people have to eat animal food. Now that summer's here, if anybody wants to donate, if anybody that can, if you donate to a food pantry, even if it's the Walmart brand, most of us nowadays shop at Walmart. Get the raviolis, SpaghettiOs, get cans of tuna fish, cans of soup, pasta sauce. Even, like I say, even if it's a store brand, help fill the pantries up. Buy some boxes of cakes, some cookies, sodas, juices. They could use everything, especially summer vacation, school vacations. It'll be Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving, Passover. Family must be home. They're all barking. And that little banging that I heard, I thought it was like, a dog tail hitting the door. Maybe sometimes they poke the door with their nose. see, after time you go to the door, you think somebody's there, and there's nobody there. My sister and I heard her knocking the other day. She went to the door, and no, I think I was sitting this way. I'm not sure. I may have been having a snack. So I turned around and got up, just to see if anybody was there. She opened the door. No, I wasn't expecting anybody, but just force a habit. You open the door, or it's whoever opens the door, you just standing there looking. Hopefully we'll make an hour and a half. We're just about an hour and 26 minutes. And one video I had it ended at 53 minutes. I had to get Avery from the bus stop. I hate the crazy times like that. I should have just let it go to 55 minutes. And it ended at 55, but it is what it is. Hello? Hello. Family's home, so I'm gonna say goodbye, everybody, and have a great rest of your night.
Hi.
Hello. Want to try and make this go another 2-3 minutes?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that was little Avery. I'm gonna go another few moments.
Hello.
Howdy.
Hi.
Trying to make this go another 3 minutes.
Come on, Red. Come on, Red. You have to go. Come on, Red. Come on. Let's go outside for a few minutes. Good boy.
Do you have any good snacks, Avery? Huh? Oh, see, us. Well, do you want to tell the viewers what snacks you had?
I had 4 Kit Kats.
Jesus!
And a ring pop, which fell on the floor in Mommy's car when I
Oops.
saw it out.
Couldn't eat it then. Would you like to look at the camera?
Cookies.
You're good. We know you're good. I want to know if you talk to the
I
viewers.
said I'm good.
Okay. Yeah, we'll try and make another 2 minutes.
Dead.
No, it's not. It's sleeping. It's what?
Yeah. Turtle's fine.
I just saw his head move. Sorry, turtle.
Good boy, Red.
I just woke the turtle up in the middle of the night. I just woke the turtle.
The turtle was fine. We got a nice sized video in. Try to make it go another minute and a half. Yeah, just want to try and go another minute and a half. Make it even an hour and a half video. Oh, could you sing it for my viewers? Don't I sing beautiful?
I'll throw this at you.
I think I throw nothing at me.
So, I know what it is.
Yes,
Silly string.
silly string.
Yeah.
That was a straw wrapper.
No, it just hardened. I left it out.
A silly string. Ooh. Well, it's not string anymore. It's a little ball. Do you want to show the viewers? This way, yeah, so I'm
Just
going to end this in
hardened.
about a half a minute. Nice to be a kid. Another 30 seconds and we'll end it. Silly string, I don't think was around when I was a kid. I might be too old.
Wow.
God, Avery.
Sorry. Mom, can you go to sleep?
Yes. Let me just get right back.
Yeah, sorry, I had my blanket in the way. Not too close, Avery, because they can't make out what it is. Hold it right. There you go. No, just hold it like that. That's No, string cheese. String cheese.
Erase.
Silly string.
What?
Silly string.
No one can eat this. What?
Of course not. Well, I'm going to end this video now. Everybody have a great night. It'll be sometime tomorrow, Tuesday, by the time this video is done uploading. Have a great night, everybody. Good night.